We are live. We are live, and everybody, what's going on? What is happening? Hey, dreamers, it's your old buddy, the dreamer. It's Friday, and I got my good friend Mark Taylor here. So, anybody who jumps in the chat, please feel free to hit that link, smash that link in the chat, and join us. I'd love to meet you, love to talk to you, love to hang with you. So, without any further ado, real quick, I just want to give a big shout out to Lindsay Becker over at Sweetwater for her help and all of the wonderful, wonderful gear that Lindsay is helping me purchase. Thank you, Lindsay. I love Sweetwater music that so much I'm wearing the hat and the shirt today. Thank you, Sweetwater Music. Thank you, Lindsay Becker. And
Yeah.
also, a big shout out to the Essential Guitarist group on Facebook that I am very honored to be a moderator for. Bill Eagleston, if anybody who catches this on the replay real quick wants to be a part of a community that's tight and that watches each other back and it's encouraging, check out the Essential Guitarists group on Facebook. Also, a big shout out to Bernd and Thorsten and Matt over at El Puerto Records in Germany. Thank you for the great interviews. I look forward to working with you all more often. And Bernd, I'll see you next week. Dreaming Guitar Show. And also, very quickly, a special shout out to the guitar community's good buddy, Cutter Savage, who's a personal friend of mine. Cutter's a great guy, and I strongly recommend everybody to check Cutter out. But today, Mark Taylor, let's get into it. Thank you, man. Thank you for being on Hanging with the Dreamer with
Mm.
me, the Dreamer.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure.
Great,
My
great to
pleasure,
be
man.
here.
My pleasure. So, without while we're waiting for everybody to file in and check everything out, so tell me, man, what is it that makes Mark tick? What would you like to share with the world for those that will see this live, for those that will catch this on the replay, and for those that will watch this show live in one of the upcoming months in the Circus of Dark Modeling News magazine? What would you like to say to the world, man?
Oh man, I'm just a long time guitar fanatic. I've been playing guitar ever since I was 8 years old, and I'm 56 now, so that's almost almost 50 years now that I've been playing. And yeah, I've just been really enjoying being part of the YouTube guitar community, and also I do a I do a show every week with Nocturnal Butterfly and Ladybug that some people might know me from. It's called The Party Line. We're on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern Time on YouTube. Again, it's The Party Line. And that's pretty much it. I just play guitar, and I'm unfortunately I'm retired, because of an illness that caused me to retire early. But so I've got a lot of time on my hands, and I just play guitar and try to stay out of trouble. That's
Me
about
and
all
you
I do.
both, brother. Me and you
Yeah.
both. Yeah, me and you both, man.
Hmm.
Well, I'm just curious. And again, this is for anybody that's going to be watching this live this afternoon, anybody's catching this on the replay. I'm just curious, Mark, how did you hear? When was the first time that you heard my name?
Oh boy, that was probably um, gosh, it was from one of the shows in the guitar community that we both probably hang out at. It because I know that I was we were friends before the party line started. Um, so, gosh, I'm not sure where I first became aware of you, but you know, we both have been Facebook friends for a long time, and but I'm not sure where it started.
That's
It's
cool,
just
man. When I think about it, oh, I don't know. I've got so many things jumbled up here in my coconut right now, man. But I when I now that I think about it, I'm thinking that it was. I may be wrong, but I'm thinking that it was either one of Eric Broadbent's shows or it was maybe somebody to the effect of I don't know, like I first saw your name, Mark Taylor,
mm,
in a chat. You watch Pete Thorne at all?
yeah, yeah. I do watch Pete, but it was probably one of Eric Broadbent's shows because I'm pretty active in his chat, and so that's probably where we saw each other.
Well,
Yeah,
cool, man.
yeah.
Cool. So, what inspired you? I wanted to ask you, Mark. What inspires you about music? What's the thing that makes you just go, yeah, man? You know, like with
Right.
me, Dustin Bones or Danzig or maybe Nine Inch Nails or even ABBA. You know, I
Uh,
Casey and the Sunshine Band. What that's what gets the chills going up my arm, you know,
well,
and that's
you know,
to name a couple.
the way this all started, I mean, my interest in music started when I was about 3 years old, and and it all started with the Monkees. Remember the Monkees TV show? And I used
Yeah,
to watch
buddy.
it.
Monkeys.
I watched the Monkees when I was about 3 years old, and I knew then. I thought those guys looked really cool playing guitars, you know. And I knew at that time that I wanted to play guitar. So my parents bought me, you know, little toy guitars, and it wasn't until um, I think I was in third grade they bought me my first real acoustic guitar.
Mm.
But ever since, yeah, ever since I was a little tyke, you know, I was interested in guitar just from watching, you know, the Monkees and watching other, you know, people on TV playing guitar. And I just always thought it was the coolest thing ever, you know. And then as I got older, yeah, I got into uh, I got into well, is like when I was 10 years old, I got really into Kiss, and well, I'm still wearing my Kiss T-shirts, you know. But Ace Frehley was like my first real guitar hero, and then as I got a little bit older, the band that probably influenced me more than anybody and still does is Led Zeppelin. That's probably my top band of all time. Jimmy Page. I mean, he's a sloppy live player, but he's a genius as a writer, and he's great in the studio. And so he's one of my heroes. But one of my favorite bands for the last 20 years or so has been a band called King's X,
Yeah.
and I was lucky enough about back in 1998. Um, I went to a jam session that was hosted by the drummer of King's X, Jerry Gaskill, and I actually got to jam with him down in Houston, Texas, which was really cool. Yeah,
Houston, Texas.
yeah. I've got a picture of that up on my Facebook, as a matter of fact. But so King's X is one of my favorite bands of all time. But I think if I had to pick just one major influence, oh, and I got to throw Van Halen in there as well. Um, but my main influence, I think, would be you know Zeppelin. If I had to pick just one major influence, oh, and I got to throw
Sorry, man. I just like
Um,
everything blew up. Sorry, dude. So Zeppelin. Um, sorry, Mark. So Zeppelin did it for you.
yeah, yeah. So the thing about Zeppelin is I mean, there was so much, what Jimmy Page calls it light and shade, you
Mm,
know,
yeah.
and where they've got a lot of heavy stuff and they've got a lot of, mellow stuff. And, they never were just into one spot. They never kind of painted themselves into a corner. They just had such a wide musical vocabulary, and that's one thing I always liked about Zeppelin. So that's probably my main influence musically. But yeah, my favorite bands though are Zeppelin, Kings X. I still love Kiss, um, and I even like some stuff outside of the rock genre. Like Manhattan Transfer is one of my favorite bands. They've got nothing to do with guitar or rock, but they're great. They're great singers, and I love listening to them. So it's just great music. Music is great. Music is great music.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Hmm.
That's you know, you talk about Zeppelin. I'm sitting here smiling. I'm grinning ear to ear because when I was about 12, I got my mom to go see Song Remains the Same with me at a
Mm.
movie theater in Pasadena, California, Van Halen stomping grounds. And
Yeah.
we went, that's where I grew up. And I got her to go see Song Remains the Same with me at the Academy Theater in Pasadena on Colorado Boulevard. And from that time forward, which decades ago, seems just like many, many, many moons ago. But that time forward, I knew, I knew. I was
Hmm.
searching for something to latch onto
Hmm.
because my dad died when I was 13. So I was searching and searching and searching and searching for something to hold on to. And it was Zeppelin.
Hmm.
And the whole mystique, the whole mystical magical thing that just possessed me and never left since, you
Hmm.
know and I'm smiling because I'm thinking that is our bond, and I'm thinking that it's all good, man. you know I Zeppelin was such an influence on my entire life, from partying to the the late nights, the late nights, nights in cemeteries, and I I
Hmm.
I went through the whole thing. I went through the whole indoctrination, man. And the very time that I went to Europe, Scotland, Loch Ness, Scotland place, was the last stop on the tour of my bloodline. My bloodline, and this is something that I think you'll be able to appreciate.
Yeah, I'm
My,
Scottish also.
see what I mean? How'd I know that?
Yeah.
See, the whole thing is that the the isn't that a trip the way life works out like that?
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
mind blowing, dude. It's a trip. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy man, this is cool, dude. I'm loving this. This is awesome, dude. I'm happy you're here, man. It's cool, dude. I'm
Yeah,
enjoying this ride. I'll tell you that right now, man.
cool.
The
But
the
but oh, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
no big deal, man.
Uh,
Yeah,
you mentioned Europe. You just reminded me of another band that I'm really into. Was um, I went to England about 15 years ago, and when I was there, I went to go visit the grave of Steve Clark, who was the guitar player for Def Leppard. And
yeah.
I'm really into the early Def Leppard, the first two albums, On Through the Night and High and Dry. I kind of lost interest in them. Well, I, I was still into them after the pyromania and the hysteria, but I they kind of lost their edge, in my opinion, after the first two albums just rocked, and then they all of a sudden they were kind of like a radio band, but still love Def Leppard. Also, that's one of my favorite bands as well. I still go catch them live whenever they're in town. And I got to go visit Steve Clark's grave when I was in England. So I just thought of that also when you mentioned going to Scotland.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's awesome, man. Steve Clark's great. You know, I'm trying to think. I've seen William Shakespeare's grave. I've seen Edgar Allan Poe's grave. I've seen um a whole but Charles Schwartz, the creator of the Peanuts. Charlie and Snoopy and
Hmm.
Linus and Lucy, the Peanuts. I went to his grave. I saw he stood right above it. I was just like, wow, man. It made me think about my childhood. That was an interesting trip. Um,
Yeah,
I don't think I've been to the Boleskine Cemetery that is on off the Loch Ness in Scotland and the southern shores of Loch Ness in the town of Foyers. I've been to. I don't think I've ever seen Steve Clark's grave, man. Where is that?
that's in Sheffield, England. Yeah, it's
Chef.
just Sheffield. Yeah, Sheffield's about 50. It's about 50 miles outside of Manchester, up in the northern part of England.
Ah, man, that's history right there, bro.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that's history.
I've got a picture on my Facebook of me, standing there at his grave. it was it was a big deal for me because he was always one of my favorite guitar players. He kind of had that Jimmy Page swagger.
Hmm.
He was he was a cool dude.
The thing that oh, I remember the first time I ever heard anything from Def Leppard. Um, it was High and Dry was
Hmm.
released.
That's
Um,
their best album in my opinion. High and Dry. Yeah.
that's a good one. That's a good one. Um, but I was just caught in the mystery and the the I was caught in this lifelong trance of Led Zeppelin, dude. I you know, I discovered a lot of things in my life, and I gotta tell you, it all stems from the impression that Led Zeppelin um,
Hmm.
gave me when
Hmm.
I was younger.
Yeah.
You know, so much so. Check this out. Let's see if it's sitting over here. Uh, I've got laying around here. Let me reach over here. I'm surrounded by stuff, man. Um, I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to break it out, but I have a theremin because I am really like I'm into the whole, delaying and echoing. Um,
Hmm.
my theremin. I've
Oh,
had it.
cool. Like,
What's that?
but yeah, like the Jimmy Page uses with the
Mhm.
makes the sounds. Yeah, yeah, cool. That's
And
awesome.
I also have a lot of stuff like this, like glowing crystal balls and stuff like that around
Mm.
around the house here. Candles. It's a pretty. That's how I find my source of contentment.
Uh huh.
Everybody, everybody different. I got pictures falling on me. Sorry, man. Um, I'm just really big, you know, into the whole meditation thing, and I'm really
Mm.
big into you know letting go, just letting go of things, man. Just
Mhm.
if I can't change it, if I can't make somebody think something that they should be thinking because they're wrong, the way they're thinking, they're wrong. This is what's going on. I just let it go.
Mhm.
Let it go
That's all you can do.
let it go.
Mhm.
Because when you hold on, well, when I'll just speak for myself, but when I hold on to stuff, it just stifles my creativity, man.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
right. Hey, Fruitcake Tony, man.
Hey, fruitcake Tony, man, what's up?
Hit the link, Tony. Jump on real quick. Thanks for being here, Tony. He'll be on Friday, June 4th.
Cool.
Um, I just let go of stuff, man. I
Mhm.
just let go of shit.
Yeah.
I learned a long time ago that the only person I hurt is myself
Yeah, that's true.
when I hold on to resentment. You know what I mean?
That's
I like
true.
to I like to keep my life resentment free, man. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
it all it all has to do with I got into all this stuff because I wanted to meet people.
Mhm.
I wanted to meet people that were like me because I don't have it around. I don't have any close friends around here. And I wanted to meet people that were like me. I wanted to meet people who were funny. I try to be, yeah, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. I'm working on it though. And I want to meet other creative minded people. You know what I mean? And that's why I started all this
Mhm.
at the beginning. But two and a half years later, for it to snowball into what it is now, I'm like, damn.
Yeah. You've come a long way.
I'm like, damn. I'm thankful, man. And I'm starting to see what people meant by what they told me. I'm starting to see, you know, what kind of dedication it takes to do this stuff.
Mhm.
And, and it's a commitment, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is a commitment.
And like any other commitment in life, it takes a lot of hard work, man. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, but when you enjoy it, it makes it a lot more pleasurable.
for sure, definitely. So,
Yeah.
what are your hobbies,
But
Mark? What do you like to do, man?
well, outside of music, I I, I, I read. Well, I'll let you in on a secret. Not many people know this. Well, a few people do, but not not everybody. I, uh, before I was forced into retirement, I was a newspaper reporter, and
Oh,
yeah, I worked as a news reporter for like 25 years, and um, so I'm into. I like to write. I'm into writing. You know, I love to read. So um, I've got a Kindle with about 150 books in it. You know, so I'm always reading now, and if I'm not playing guitar, I'm reading, or I'm watching movies. I like to watch, you know, goofy stuff like Chris Farley movies, and um, yeah, just and then just hanging out with people on the internet, and you know, when I'm not able to see my real friends, who that when the pandemic hit, we were pretty much shut down here at the nursing home. We couldn't
mm,
have visitors. Nobody could come in except for the staff, and so the only way that I could see my friends was online and on the phone. But now that they've loosened that up a little bit, and I'm actually getting to go out to dinner with my friends now and stuff like that. So that's been good also, to be able to get out of here once in a while. Yeah. So other than that, that's pretty much all I do really.
now, what
Yeah.
kind of books? What kind of books do you like to read?
Oh, I read everything from my main things. I love biographies, and biographies everything from let's see who I've been reading lately. Um, I read a lot of musician biographies. I just bought Robert Plant biography that I'm just now getting into, and I read a lot of books about the law of attraction, which is a I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's a philosophy of it's kind of a mindset thing that whatever we think we attract into our lives, and I read a lot of those books. Um, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, and I read a lot of, you know, music related books. I read a lot of guitar books. Um, yeah, just that kind of stuff. I'm not really into fiction that much. Mostly just nonfiction. Yeah, so that's what I
Yeah,
do.
cool, man. You could
Yeah,
be doing a lot worse things with your time, I'll tell you.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just thankful that I'm able to do what I do, because there's a lot of people here in this facility that can't even get out of bed, you know. And I'm just so thankful that I've got the fingers to play guitar, and that I've got the brain to be able to do this, to be able to read, to be able to, you know, to communicate with friends. And it's just yeah, I try to count my blessings and be thankful for what I do have, instead of missing what I don't have, you know. And
That's it.
so I know that that the the life that I'm missing, you know, the outside life, the freedom that I used to have, it's going to come back eventually. Like I said, I've been cleared to leave the nursing home once I find a place to rent, and I'm just trying to find an apartment right now that I can afford on disability, which which is hard. Most of them have waiting lists, but once I find that, once I get out of here and I'm on my own again, then, you know, things are going to, you know, be a lot better. And I know that day is coming, so I just try to focus on the positive, you know.
That's it. That is totally it, man. The thing
Hmm.
the law of attraction, you're talking about the law of attraction.
Yeah,
That's real, man. And you know
it's
what?
very real.
Very real. And I fully believe that. I fully
Hmm.
believe that. I'm with you, man. I fully believe that that Well, back up a little bit. Can you explain to everybody who's watching right now and everybody who's going to watch this on the replay, possibly all over the world, what, very, very soon, what is the law of attraction?
Yeah, the law of attraction basically states that we bring into our lives the things that we think about the most, the things that we focus on. Like, for example, one example they like to use is uh, like if somebody's driving to work and they're thinking, "I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late," then they're probably going to be late because they're saying that and they're asking the universe to, hey, I'm make me late. But if you on the other side, if
Yeah.
you're asking the universe for positive things and you're expecting positive things from the universe, that's what they call that's the law of attraction. That's when you're attracting the positive vibes and positive things come into your life. Um, and it's kind of a simple philosophy, but I've found that it works, in a lot of ways. Um, I've seen evidence of it in my life, and I've got a lot of friends who believe in it as well. So, um, so yeah, I'm a big believer in that, and I've got a ton of books on it. I just can't get enough knowledge about. There's so much information out there about the law of attraction, and there's I'm trying to think there's a real popular book out right now that everybody was into a few years ago. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a lot of good books out there if anybody's interested. Just look on Amazon for Law of Attraction, and there's just a ton of good books out there. But it's still really cool philosophy, and
Well,
it's true. I mean, if we think about negative things happen to us. If we think about positive things are going to happen to us. It's true.
that's it. That's it. That's it. There, by the way, um, we just got one heart right now, dude. Well, you did. Not me, you did. You just got one heart, brother.
Uh,
So I wanted to share that with you. And I
oh well,
mean,
thank you,
people are watching right now, dude. So welcome everybody.
thank you.
If
Whoever gave me the heart.
everybody who doesn't know um, what show this is or whatever, the welcome. My name is Will Starr, aka the Dreamer. My friends know me as the Dreamer. This is my little place, Dreamland Studios, and this is Hanging with the Dreamer. You are watching Hanging with the Dreamer Guest Appreciation Day with my special guest, Mark Taylor. So, everybody, say hi in the chat. If you're new, introduce yourself, hit those thumbs, tell a friend. There's a link in the chat to access if you would like to become part of the show. You are more than welcome to hit that link in the chat. I'd love to have you, and I know Mark would love to meet you. Say, hit that link in the
Yeah,
chat. Definitely.
I sent some invites out to. I sent some invites out to some people, letting them know about the show today. So hopefully, some of my friends have tuned in.
Thank you for doing that, Mark. Thank you, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I've been spreading. I've been on Twitter mostly today, but I've been spreading the word. So, what is the thing that what is the thing that, and this is important to me as a producer and as a creator. I, I'm
Hmm.
relatively sure that I'm on the right track, but sometimes I still question myself, and that's the only reason why I'm going to ask you like what I'm asking. The only reason,
Hmm.
okay? Only reason that understand that now. But what is it about what I'm doing that has kept you watching Hanging with the Dreamer and Dreaming Guitar Show and everything for as long as you've been watching?
Well, just that you've got some interesting guests. Also, the way um, your interviewing stuff is conversational. It's enjoyable to watch you interact with people because a lot of interviewers try to dominate the conversation or they try to steer it, or whatever. But you're just kind of you kind of participate in the conversation and just kind of let the other person guide it, and it's I like the way you phrase the questions, the way you kind of direct the interview, and I think you do a great job at that. You bring out the best in your guests,
Thank
so
you.
that
Thank
that's what I enjoy.
Well, thank you, Mark. That's an honor, dude. That right there is a hell of an endorsement. And I appreciate your
Mm.
kindness. I appreciate the fact that we've been talking. We've known of each other for quite a while now, for years, and I
Mm.
appreciate the fact that you're always so receptive to me.
Mm.
You know, have you ever went through a time in your life? If you want to share it, if you don't, that's cool too. But have you ever gone through a time in your life, Mark, where you just thought, oh, let's welcome Fruitcake Tony. What's up, dude? Yeah. What's
What's up?
going on, man? What's going on, Tony?
What's
Hey,
up,
Mark.
guys?
Mark,
Hey
have you
Tony,
ever
what's up?
Are you
Uh,
okay, Tony?
yeah, man. I had my YouTube on and the volume up, so I had to close that window. How's it going?
Never met
Cool.
never met Tony officially.
Well, this here is my good buddy
Mhm.
Mark. Mark, this is Fruitcake Tony, man.
Mark, nice to meet you, dude.
Hey, nice to meet you, Tony.
That's
Like
cool,
I said, I've
man.
seen you in the chat a lot, and it's nice to meet you face to face finally.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just walking in the door. I'm over here on the East Coast, so it's right after work here. Um, yeah.
Mm.
So Friday.
Yes, it is Friday, man. It is Friday.
Yeah,
That's for sure. That's
Yeah,
for
man.
sure. So what's
yeah.
going on, Tony, man? What's the new word, man?
Slow, slow. I've been rushing all week and I'm in the slow mode now. So, yeah.
Cool. Cool, man. Cool. Well, I have Mark on the show today because I I've known Mark for a few years now, and Mark has always been. I can't say enough good things about Mark Taylor, man,
Cool.
or you for that matter, or anybody really. And you know what? Thanks for being here, you guys, man. Pretty awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Pretty awesome. So, Tony, Mark was sharing with me about guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
Mark,
Yeah.
Mark, do you still have that Traveler guitar hanging out there by you? Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony, check this out. That is
Nice.
a piece of work, man. Look at that. See, I originally thought that was a lap steel guitar.
Yeah. All all the tuners are right here in the body.
Oh, nice.
That's cool, man.
They're right there.
No headstock on it.
But no, no headstock. But
Nice, nice.
it's it's built to be small enough to fit like in the overhead of an airplane.
Yeah.
It's got a. This is the case. The case is like this big.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's like a Steinberger.
Almost. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mark, have you seen any of Tony's shows before?
I have. Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy Tony's shows.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It's like.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mark, you were
Yeah.
what year is that Kiss shirt? That
Oh,
you're wearing?
this one is just it's one that my brother bought in Las Vegas for me just recently. It's only about 7 months old, and it's let's see, it's got the Kiss Army on the shoulder. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not a tour shirt. It's just one of their production shirts that they sell in the stores.
That's cool,
And then
man.
on the back it says "Loud and Proud since '73," and it's got the Kiss Army logo on it.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's
man.
badass, dude. That
Yeah.
reminds me of 73. Wasn't that the Dress to Kill tour?
Uh, no, I think that was '74. The Dress to Kill.
Yeah.
73 was their first album. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Hey, all right. This over here in the chat. Sandra's here. Hey, Sandra.
Hop
Hit
in,
Hey,
Sandra.
Sandra.
Hop in.
Hit that link, Sandra. Hit that link.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Hit that link. Hey, how you doing, Sandra? Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday. Cool, man. There's some unusual activity going on my Twitter right now. I posted a link for a show that's actually day before yours, Tony.
Yeah.
And on June 3rd, it's on my YouTube page.
Yeah.
And as soon as I posted it, I've never seen, I have never posted anything that got the attention like this one link did. And it just blew my mind, man. You know, I'm learning so much for. See, Sandra, no, I'm cool, but thanks for the invite. Right on, Sandra. I'm learning so much about this social media thing. Like, Mark, what is the thing that you've learned while you're involved with the party line and with that great show? That's another good show, Tony. Check it out on the replay. If you miss it during the day, hit the replay, dude. I highly recommend. Hit up the party line.
Yeah. Well, the thing I learned from doing the party line is, well, the first thing I learned is it's really difficult to do a show with 4 people. So we started out with 4 people, and then we ended up going down to 3 people. One of us quit, and 3 is much more manageable. But But anyway, what else have I learned from doing the show? Boy, man, you caught me on a tricky question there. I'm not quite sure how to
Oh,
answer
sorry,
that.
man. That's all right. Sorry,
it's
man. I didn't mean
it's
to.
just I tell you what, it's been a lot of fun though because Sandra and Leanne and I have become just like the best of friends. From doing the show together for over a year now, and I think that's what matters the most. Just the friends that you make and the relationships that you develop. Through social media and just doing these shows, getting to know people, and it's just it's a lot of fun.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
I love doing this stuff, Mark. And you're right. You're absolutely right. It is a lot of fun. You're able to get out of your regular life, and
yeah,
you're able to just kind of deal with you. with I'm able to deal with just me.
hmm
It's great. It's therapy, man.
oh
Uh,
yeah,
that's the best way I can put it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. What about
Sounds
you? Hmm?
sounds like you got some good gals there on your team, Mark.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
makes a
Yeah,
difference. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. We're we just clicked. We started this I think about a year and a half ago, and I was friends with Leanne, who goes by Ladybug, and I kind of knew Sandra, not real well, but I knew her through Eric. And once we started doing the show, it just we just kind of clicked, and we just kind of had a chemistry. The show just kind of took off, and like I said, we've been doing it for over a year now, and it's been a lot of fun. We get we get a fair share of views, and it's so it's been pretty good.
yeah. Cool. Cool.
Well, we just if I need to turn the reverb down, well, I'm getting kind of some reverb feedback a little bit. I don't have my headphones on today because I'm trying to come up with a different thing. Can't even keep my head on straight.
My audio, you guys are okay on my end.
Right on.
How's things sound to you, Mark?
Yeah, sounds great over here.
Everybody in the chat, everything sound okay out there?
Good question, Tony. Well, Sanders says hi to Christopher Sawa. Hey, Christopher said he's brand new here. Welcome. Welcome. He's glad he found this channel. Well,
Yeah.
Hey,
welcome, Chris.
welcome, Christopher.
Yeah.
Good to have you
That's
here.
a nice guy right there. I know Chris.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here, Christopher. Welcome.
Yeah.
It's all good here. Let's see. Christopher said, "What's up, yeah? Oh, not a whole lot, man. It's just Friday, man. We're just chilling."
Friday.
I just thought that I would have a couple of my friends on. And hey, Christopher, if you'd like to jump in, the link's in the chat at the top of the chat. You're more than welcome to jump in and join us, man. I'd love to have you. More the better, man. There's always room in the pool in Dreamland Studios, man. Get that link.
hmm
The So what about you, Tony? What's the things that you've learned in your
Well, I'm
social media growth?
the main thing, like Mark, I'm blessed with the fact that the guys and gals on our team are awesome too. That young lady in the chat right now,
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
she is my um, co-producer, my co everything. She is she has helped make these shows what they've become in this past year. Um, if it weren't for her, there wouldn't be YouTube shows on my channel. I mean, she's creative. She's smart. She knows how to bring the ideas out. Um, and we've got some really cool people on our team, like Mark does, and it makes a difference, man. It
Really
when you
Well,
can
yeah,
go on each week,
makes
talk rock and roll, and with some awesome co-hosts, it's so fun, man. It's so fun.
hmm
that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. So, Mark, do you feel like when you're doing like the party line with the awesome two hostesses that you are in, that you are having the honor to be able to do this with, Nocturnal Butterfly, she's awesome. Leanne,
hmm
she's the best. Ladybug,
hmm
you are the best if you're watching. I've always loved
She
you.
is.
I've always had a healthy respect for you and Sandra. And
hmm
what do you enjoy the most? I mean, I know that you were saying you have um, these two killer women that that are on the party line with you. It, does it give it
hmm
something? Does it give you something to look forward to?
Absolutely, yeah. Because I mean, I've got nothing. I've got no routine here in my situation. I don't know if Tony knows my situation, but I'm temporarily here in a nursing home. I've been here for a couple of years now, but I'm getting ready to get out. But while I'm in here, that's like my routine every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's something I've got to look forward to, and it takes up we I think we go like 3 hours every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. So that's something that kind of fills up a chunk of my day. And it sure as heck beats going out there and playing bingo with the with the rest of the people. you know.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's been great. And like I said, I've become very very close friends with Leanne and Nocturnal Butterfly and Ladybug and the I don't know whether to call them by their real names or their screen names anymore.
yeah. Well, now
But
that you mentioned them and Will's mentioned them, I've seen them on their channel a while back, and something tells me I've seen them moderating on other channels too somewhere. Um,
yeah, Sandra moderates her husband's channel, Eric Broadbent's
yeah, Eric.
shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
his better half, as he calls her his better half, Sandra.
Yeah. Now I'm clear. Yeah. Now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then Ladybug, she used to do shows with her husband. His name was Will, also, but he passed away a couple of years ago. And they did they did shows. I can't remember if they had a name for their show, but it was every night. They did a show until like the very early wee hours of the morning, and that's how I got to know them. And then just like I said, just about a year ago, they asked me if I'd be interested in doing something with them, and we just started doing it, and man, it just clicked, and we've been going strong ever since then. So
Nice.
it's been a lot of fun. Like I said, it's been a godsend for me because otherwise I'd go nuts if I didn't have
Yeah,
something to do here in this freaking nursing home.
right.
But
Know what you
but
mean, Mark.
anyway, but but again, can I throw a plug out there? It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's called the Party Line. If anybody wants to tune in.
If
I'm gonna
I
check
if
it
I
out.
if I may say, anybody who is watching live now, again, welcome. Hit that link in the chat if you'd like to join the show. You're more than welcome. Come on in. And we're all friends here. Come on in. It's all good.
Mm.
I just want to say, anybody who watches the party line, get ready to make the party line your coffee show. When you have your morning coffee and you just get up. I mean, am I lying, Mike? How many times have I
Yeah.
been in that chat? I'm like, man,
Mm.
got out of bed, got my first cup here. All right, it's
Yeah.
part of my morning ritual.
Right. And that's what we want to be. We want to be everybody's coffee show. We want people to get out of bed and tune in and have their cup of coffee and just kind of enjoy what we're doing and you kind of hit the nail right on the head there when you called it the coffee show. That's what it is. But I tell you what, man, I'm gonna have to bounce off of here because it's dinner time. But
Oh,
thank you so much for having me. It's been a great pleasure. And Tony's great to see you. Great to
Good to
meet you face
see
to
you,
face.
Mark. Nice meeting you. Yeah, man.
hey, Mark, man, please let me know. You ever want to come back, hang out? You're more than welcome, dude. Anytime, man. I've been changing
Will
the
do.
show the show schedule around a little bit, so I can accommodate like last minute requests and stuff like that. So it's all good. Thank you, everybody. Check out Mark's links down in the description box below. Check out the shows I've had with Fruitcake Tony on my channel. Please subscribe, smash that bell notification, be kind to each other, be inspiring. Find what inspires you, as Mark and I were talking about Led Zeppelin, and find that thing that makes you feel alive and embrace it. Grab a hold of it. Thank you, Mark, for being my friend. Thank you for all the years of friendship you've given me. Thank you for being on this show. And I hope, well, Mark's out of here. Thanks, Mark.
See you, Mark.
Hey, Tony. So how was your week, Tony?
It's over with. But yeah, not too bad. Um, yeah, not too bad. Hey, Johnny Bean. Hey now.
Hey, Johnny's here. There he is. Hey, Johnny. Hey, now. Thanks for being here, Johnny B. Oh, it's a pleasure to see your name, man. Thank you. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah,
So
it's going. Week's finished. How's your week been, Will?
pretty good, man. I got for a guitar show, but I got a delivery at the front door a couple days ago.
Yeah, I was seeing some posts on your social media. What what'd you get exactly?
I got the ISP Technologies Theta Pro Michael Sweet MSX, dude. Michael
Ah,
Sweet at Striper fame.
okay.
Yeah, all of his tones and all of the tones that Buck Baller came up with
Uh huh.
over at ISP Technologies. A big shout out to ISP Technologies. I love your gear, Buck. You're an absolute genius. Thank you. Thank you for creating the Theta Pro MSX with Michael Sweet. I love mine. I love ISP. It's the only company that I could ever see myself lining myself up with is ISP Technologies. This is a guaranteed hit that's going to last for many years to come, Buck. Come on the show. I'd love to talk to you about it. Send me an email. Give me a call. Let's line up a show. Um, yeah,
You,
ISP Technologies, Tony.
you got the kinks all ironed out on it. I saw where you had just unboxed it a couple days ago, and yeah,
It's organic, man. It's not a modeler. It's a tone shaper, man. It's a tone shaper. So I'll tell you more about that. Um, right here, Christopher's saying going to graduation open house tomorrow night. We have a Van Halen tribute band.
nice, nice,
Cool, man.
yeah.
That is great, man.
Can't argue with that.
Damn lucky kid.
Exactly, Sandra.
That's cool, man. So, Christopher, if you don't mind sharing, who's the band? Atomic Punks? Who's the band, man?
That'd be cool if it were Atomic Punks.
I'll be home for Tony Show Me Your Pic. Saturday night, 9 p.m., though. There you go,
Oh, cool.
Tony.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, I was thinking about the conversation we had the other night, Tony.
Yeah.
And I think I came up with the solution. But
Right.
I got 2 more show links to make, actually 3 more show links to make to be caught up. But I think I came up with a way of doing this.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be a way that most people won't expect. So
Don't let the cat out of the bag. Shock the world.
I'm not going to say anything, dude. But I think I may have mentioned to you, hey, Johnny Bean, man, got to bounce. Get ready for later. Keep rocking, dude. Say, Johnny.
We'll see you, Johnny, you and Jay, and after a little while, man.
Absolutely.
Always good to see you, dude.
Oh, the band is called Jump. I'll have to look them up, man.
I ain't never heard. Maybe I have, but I don't recognize the name.
Thank you, Christopher. Bye, JB. Yeah, see you, Johnny. Yeah, thanks for being here, Johnny, man. Well, this is awesome, man. This is a good thing. Mark, I really like Mark Taylor, man. Mark is a good dude, and I'm very happy to say that I've been friends with Mark Taylor for a few years now.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful, and I know Sandra. Thanks for being on my show, man. Thanks for jumping in today.
Yeah, dude. I was over here at the desk, and I got a bunch of stuff going on, but I saw the link, and I heard you mention hop in if you want to. I said, yeah. Well, let me hop in a minute.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Man.
Can't argue hanging out with the great Will Starr.
Nah. I'm just that schlep on the mixer, man.
Let me tell you speaking of a Van Halen tribute band, let me tell you a story. All right. So this has been I used to sing in a band, country band, and this was up until 07, 08. So this was probably 09 or so. I get a call, and the guy says, hey, a buddy of mine in Raleigh is in a Van Halen tribute band, and they need a singer, and they only do classic Van Halen. and they were called, I think, Unchained North Carolina, or it was like Unchained and under it in little letters North Carolina.
Ah,
I guess there's more than one tribute band called Unchained. Anyway, so I called the guy, and yeah, I can sing. I love this band. I know their stuff, and I know every word to every song they've ever done. I know how they sing these songs live, and et cetera, et cetera. And so I went over there. They rented a room in downtown Raleigh, a
mm,
little space, and the guitar player could play everything note for note.
yeah,
But for it was such, and we went through, oh man, 12 or so songs, just boom, 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 boom. And it was so cool to have a band behind you and you sing all those cool classic Van Halen songs. Man, it was the best. And they dug it, and I dug it. But I guess I was a little naive in the fact that the guy called me next day and then wanted me to come back like a couple days after that. But in between that time, I started watching a lot of YouTube and Van Halen tribute bands,
wow,
and it became apparent to me really quick. I mean, as naive as I was, I thought, well, I could pass for modern day David Lee Roth, but 1980 David Lee Roth, but so they were gonna these guys dressed up exactly like the band, wore wigs. I was gonna have to wear a wig, and at that point, I was like, nah, not doing it. You know. Now, if it were a kind of band that you know you can just dress as you are. I mean, I've got clothes. I got the leather pants. I got the stage clothes, but I don't want to go in there and act like and dress like David Lee Roth, you know. So if I could go in there kind of and put my own spin on it and just have a great big Van Halen show, music wise, it'd be fun as hell. But yeah, I just don't dig the fact that these bands dress up like the band, act like the band. It's like Halloween to me. You know, the only one who I like, and it's a great idea, it's a great concept, is Nerd Halen. You know, to have that image with that music like that,
yeah,
that's brilliant, number one, but it keeps you from being just another run of the mill dress up like the band tribute band. You know what I mean?
yeah. Nerd Halen's cool, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So speaking of Nerd Halen, the first time I saw Caleb Rappaport, and the first time I actually watched a Nerd Halen performance,
Yeah.
I thought to myself, these guys are freaking masterminds, man. They're masterminds. This is such a genius intelligent move for a band to do, it's gonna blow up. It has no choice but to blow up. And I could see Nerd Halen doing a tour with Weezer, man. I think that would be a badass tour right there, dude.
Well, they've got some cool opening slots already booked. I think they're doing a show there in Hollywood opening for Steel Panther,
Yeah.
and there was another band, you know. And I really like Caleb. He's a great dude. Um, Huge Van Halen fan,
Yes.
but first he's a great dude. Um, and he can play like hell also. Um, yeah. Uh,
So
Caleb is actually now, and it's not many members on the staff, but he's on the EVH staff now. I think I counted, I don't know, 16, 18 of them. And there's some heavy hitters on there, and he's one of them.
Caleb Rappaport, man,
Yeah, yeah,
he's the real deal, dude.
yeah.
He
If you
really,
if you go to the EVH website and you click on our artist, EVH artist, he's there. It's got the bio on him. Yeah, it's cool.
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that because Caleb really deserves that, man.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
he's
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 a good
absolutely
dude.
brilliant.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I wonder how long it took them as a band to come up with this concept.
It was his idea. It was his idea, and he hooked up with Hal Sparks. You know, Hal's an actor, um, pretty well known, but it was Caleb's vision, and yeah, he made it happen. You know, God bless him.
Yes,
You know, he they and then they just when they got some steam, a little momentum, this pandemic hit, so they're everybody's grounded. But yeah,
that's that that's amazing. You know, somebody could actually like Mark with like my good friend Mark Taylor was talking about the law of attraction. Do you know what the law of attraction is, Tony?
mm-mm,
The law of attraction is the way that it was explained to me, and I totally know what he's talking about. If you think something, if you surround your life with something enough, you'll end up doing that. We were talking about being a podcaster. We were talking about playing guitar. If you and like what you're doing, Tony, and if you have that, yeah, I think the best way I can explain the law of attraction is if you think it and if you believe it, you can become it. You
yeah,
will you will achieve it. And that's what the law of attraction is, man.
yeah.
It's
Well,
awesome.
this is true. Yeah, it my vision was when I'm a collector of music memorabilia. So you see these web pages that have this type of stuff, and it's widely popular. And then there's these groups on social media that they post their stuff and they trade and buy and trade, and it's just a whole culture, a whole world of rock memorabilia. Um, but my vision was how can how can we bring the world of rock memorabilia to a live setting, to a it's one thing to see in a book a picture of Ringo Starr's drumstick, and you're like, wow. But to be on a live show and to see something up close that
Yeah.
is, I mean, so Sandra and me and Steve Rosen, about a year ago now, we're approaching our 1 year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. We we talked and figured out and picked each other's brains and what ifs and how do we do this and how do we do that, and from graphics to every little bitty detail, to the name of the show, to how we want to operate, to camera angles, to there was a lot that went uh, in, into it. It was but so yeah, it's been a great ride, and we're still going strong. Um, yeah, so um, it is cool though. I always used to watch this Kiss podcast called Kiss Collectibles.
Ah,
And
yeah.
these four fellas would go online and they'd have a topic each week about which type of Kiss has got all kinds of collectible stuff, from
Yeah.
dolls and lunch boxes and band memorabilia, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that was their thing, was Kiss Collectibles. And I'm like, that is what I'm talking about. To take music memorabilia and to come into a personal human live stream and show this stuff. Let it be seen, you know, let it be shared. So, I mean, the the show is yeah, it's all of us there. We love it, and we hope that whoever watches likes the people on the show, but the real star of the show is the band that we spotlight and their memorabilia. Yeah, Sandra knows.
Boy, Sandra's not lying there, man.
Yeah,
There's a lot that goes into it, without a doubt.
yeah,
There's, there's a lot that goes into putting the
yeah.
show together, and
But
it
it's like you said earlier, though. It's a lot that goes into it, and it can be time consuming and self consuming. But if you dig it, if you love it, it's not work. It's
no,
labor of love. Yeah, you know. So
oh, for sure, yeah. As a matter of fact, I was talking to somebody earlier today. His name is Derek, and he told me this, and I'm sharing this with you, and I'm doing it right now, and I'm sharing this with you, Tony, because I've seen the same I've seen the same thing happen for your shows ever since I've discovered Fruitcake Tony. Derek, my friend Derek says it's looking like a great series, and the work and passion really shines. You know, when I hear stuff like that, that makes me have hope.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the same thing that I saw in your shows and what you're doing. And the reason why I love what you're doing is because there's a lot of history that's attached to merchandise. There's a story behind
Oh yeah.
every piece of merchandise.
Yeah.
There's a,
Absolutely.
there's a story that needs to be shared. There's a
Right.
story that needs to be told. And you're perfect. You're perfect for that, man.
Well,
I know
thank you.
my mind is too technical to always grabbing grabbing at clouds and always grabbing at stars, trying to think of what can I do to pick up my game and pick up my professionalism and
Yeah.
stuff. But what you're doing is, see, I mentioned that because I don't think my mind can handle that. But you, my friend, you're perfect. And that's why you're born to be a success with Show Me Your Pick. And you're born to be a success with Halenville, man. Because you're good at what you do, you love what you do, and you believe in what you do, man. And that
Well, I believe that if you have the passion, Dandra, when you watch her on a live stream and you watch me on a live stream, we dig what we're talking about. We eat, sleep, and drink this stuff. You
hmm
know, I mean, and and therefore it makes it easy. I think. You know, I mean, there's a lot of technical stuff that she does, and a lot of technical stuff that I do that goes into it. But you know, there's always homework. But you know, when I go on and we talk Van Halen, man, I could talk Van Halen all day and all night, on the air or off the air. You know, doesn't matter. Um, if anybody will talk it with me, if anybody will listen, hey, live or not, you know. So with that, if you love what you do, you know it, and I think to an audience it shows. You know, they see that you're having a ball. You know, um, yeah. So, I mean, folks in the chat wanna have fun. They want to be a part, whether they're actually in the stream or not. They from the chat, they want to be a part of the show. They want to be a part of this conversation. And you know, you're you're good at allowing them to be a part of your shows.
That is awesome, Sandra. And thank you, Tony. I heard you, and I
Yeah,
appreciate you. Thank you. Sandra says, "Fruitcake Tony, just send you the show outline. Check your emails, and when you're done here, laugh out loud. Seriously though,
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
that's what.
Always homework. Always homework, but good homework and fun homework. You know, um, yeah, um, yeah. So yeah, I also bought a piece of gear this week, Will, that
Oh, cool. What'd you get?
I can't say yet. Uh, there's going to be a big one of them.
All right.
So
When you gonna reveal it?
um not this weekend, probably next weekend.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it. So
Cool.
trying to trying to keep my mouth shut. You know.
That's hard to do sometimes, ain't
I
it? I
know.
mean,
I'm ecstatic about it.
when
But yeah.
when I when I have a piece of gear, man, I just want to tell the world, man. But I'm just like, not time
Yeah.
yet, not
Gotta
time
unbox.
yet.
Yeah. I know.
Well, that's awesome, Tony. I can't wait to see what it is, man. I get inspired by everything, whether it's my gear or somebody else's. I
Yeah.
I will get inspired, man. So what would you like to tell the world, man, for anybody who's gonna watch this live, who's watching this live now, or anybody who's gonna watch it on the replay? What would
Um
what would you like to tell the world, man?
all right. So everybody within the sound of my voice, subscribe to this channel right here. Share this live stream over on your Facebook or your Instagram.
Mm,
Um, you know,
thank
because
you.
by you sharing it, the one person who sees it is going to watch next week, and she's going to tell her neighbor, and they're going to have lunch the week after that and say, "Yeah, I watched that Will guy. I like that guy." And but yes, so please subscribe here to Will Starr if you're not subscribed already. Um,
Thank you, Tony.
support Will here on his live streams. He's got some very cool interviews here with a lot of cool bands. Um, and they talk music and gear and rock and roll and yeah. So watch watch this channel, share this video,
Thank
support
you, Tony.
Will Star. Yeah, that's what I want to tell the world. Yeah.
Well, that's a great endorsement. Thank you, Tony. What about your shows, man? What you got
Well,
coming up on Show Your Pick? Thank
show
you.
me your pick tomorrow. It's tomorrow night. We are spotlighting Queensryche.
Yeah.
Um, And we have a very special guest to help us spotlight Queensryche,
Cool.
um, John Mancuda
Okay. Okay. Cool.
will
I
be
like that.
on the show. John is a huge Queensryche fan.
Thank you, sir.
He is a great guy. A lot of you see him Tuesday night over on Johnny Bean's channel for talking guitars and 80s metal live with Johnny, Neanderthal, and John. But yeah, John will grace us tomorrow night with his presence, and he's a huge Queensryche fan, and um, and so the night after that on Halenville Live Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern. This week on the show, the Reverend Kurt 5150, he's going to be on board, and we're going to explore the Eddie Van Halen guitar tone through history, where
Ah,
it started, what it became, where it ended. So we're going to map out all the whys and effects and amps and why the tone sounded like it did all through history. So that's going to be um, a cool show too. Yeah.
that's a good history lesson right there, Tony.
Yeah.
That that's a good history lesson because you guys are gonna talk about the way Eddie used to melt his power tubes
Hmm.
for running power attenuators into his plexi Marshalls and cranking his power attenuators up like 200 watts and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of trial and error
a lot of trial
in
and
the
error.
chasing of his tone.
Everybody check it out. Everybody check it out. Yeah, Tony seems to forget he co-hosts the show with me.
No, I don't. I don't forget. We do a show on her channel, 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, Squatch Squad Live, and we explore all things cryptid, unexplained, and paranormal, from Bigfoot to UFOs to paranormal stuff to unexplained stuff. Um, yeah,
Well, guys, you've been watching Guest Appreciation Day. You've been listening to our good buddy, Mark Taylor. Check out the party line. You've been listening to Fruitcake Tony and all that spooky stuff. Sandra Picorni, thank you. That for your kind words is all. Check out Sandra's links. I highly recommend the Squatch Show, and I highly recommend everything that both Sandra and both Tony are doing. Support everything that Sandra and Tony are doing, everything that Mark Taylor's doing with the party line. Go show that. Go show that. Show some love, and get ready because next week I'm gonna play a little trailer here, Tony, if you don't mind.
for sure.
And this is gonna be my guest on the Dreaming Guitarist show next Thursday. Check this out. Enjoy.
Hallo, ich bin der Metal Fighter und das waren Dust and Bones mit ihrem Song Bad Commando.
Aus dem aktuellen Album The Great The Nation's Terror Parade überall zu kaufen. Mehr Infos über uns und die Metal Fighters findet ihr unten in der Videobeschreibung. Rock'n'Roll!
Liken, teilen, abonnieren.
Metal Fighters!
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to have Bernd Badenbach from Germany broadcasting, coming to hang out, stop by Dreamland Studios for the Dreaming Guitarist Show. The owner of El Puerto Records. This is going to be gnarly, dude.
Dust and Bones.
Dust and Bones, man.
I remember you had them on a while back. I like those guys.
They're cool, man. I can't wait. This is going to be badass, dude. Oh, man. Thumbs up, Dale Palmer.
Hey, Dale Palmer.
Hey, thanks for being here, Dale Palmer. Thank you for watching. Tune in. You've been banging your head with the music of Dust and Bones. Ha! And Guest Appreciation Day, our good friend Mark Taylor, Fruitcake Tony. Well,
And Joe Boo.
hey, Joe Boo, what's shaking, man? Welcome to Dreamland Studios, Joe Boo. That is cool, man. That is cool. All right. All right, Tony, man. That is great. Well, listen, everybody, check out all the links down the description box below. The Dreaming Guitar Show. Subscribe to the channel, smash that bell notification because this is going to be a special one. I just got an email from Germany about an hour and a half ago. I'm ready. This is going to be cool. Everybody jump on in. I'll have a link in the description box below in case anybody would like to join the stream. It's open forum. We're going to have a round table about guitars, gear, and all things Dust and Bones and all things rock and roll.
Great band, too, and great guys. That's going to be a good show. Yeah.
I can't wait, Tony. It's going to be great, man.
Yeah, cool.
It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. And on that note, support Fruitcake Tony, support Mark Taylor, support all the links down the description box below, and an ending word from my good friend Bernd Beidenbach in Germany. Enjoy, everybody.